There are 5 kinds of credibility, and as we look at it on this slide here, we'll look at the kinds and the time periods that correspond to when these take place, these different types of credibility. First is inherent. Inherent credibility is related to our gender or nationality, and this obviously is before training. This is something we bring with us, and this is something that as a trainer or as a teacher, an educator, is something that we have inherently with us. For example, on gender, if you're a female talking about female issues, you obviously have more inherent credibility than a male talking about female issues. You'd have to have a lot of training, a lot of background and experience, maybe as a medical doctor or as a researcher or something like that. The next one is conferred credibility. This is where we receive our licenses, our degrees, even some not only having those degrees, but maybe from a prestigious institution, or we have recognition by respected organizations that we're a part of, or we're associated with individuals of great stature, maybe political, maybe educational, academic, just popular people like movie stars or newsmakers or news organizations. Just the conferred aspect or type of credibility, once again, that is before training as well. That corresponds with the inherent, is something that we bring to the training and something that we have with us when we get there. The next type of credibility is considered to be expert credibility. This is a person's knowledge of a subject being dealt with or someone's professional skills that they have. So things that they have worked hard and long at, and so we would consider them to be an expert. This is something that is displayed during the training as one is giving illustrations and working things through. People can realize and determine whether that person's an expert or not. And so this is a type of the credibility that is really critical during the training or education classroom period that will actually help students become more engaged because they realize that the person that's teaching them does know what they're talking about. Congruent credibility is gained if a person has qualities consistent with the client organization and with the individual the trainer is working with. So, for example, in a cross-cultural, multicultural setting, this congruent training would align with the cultural values system of the folks that you're working with in a different culture. So you can see how going forward as vision and a value system to build with your global education enterprise in teaching, that this is really, really critical to establishing credibility, the congruent credibility. And then fifth, the last one is contribution. This one actually occurs following the training session or the classroom or the course. This contribution credibility is information or insights which provide accurate, valuable, and viable information for immediate and or long-term use. So this could be some statistics, some examples, some stories, and things like that are very useful for those that you are educating or training, and that they can apply as they move forward in their experience with that different culture and learning how to interact in a better way.